What's up, everybody? It's Yonkir with a Kojima Productions news update. IGN recently posted on their website an exclusive interview with Hideo Kojima, in which he provided some small hints and details regarding the future of his new venture, as well as goals for his new game. The first thing that IGN noted in their article was that Hideo Kojima had no comment on his former employer Konami, Metal Gear Solid 5, or the future of the Metal Gear series. He was instead more eager to talk about the future of the new Kojima Productions and the new game that he's working on. One of his goals with his new game is to create something that people expect, that also has something new that people haven't seen before. And according to the article, Kojima noted that the game will be complete, which might be a reference to some of the missing pieces of Phantom Pain, like Mission 51. Now, this is purely speculation, but the fact that Kojima is saying that the game will be something that people expect has me thinking that we might be looking at a stealth action game with sci-fi elements, akin to Metal Gear. But at the same time, if this turns out to be true, I wouldn't expect this new game to be a blatant ripoff of Metal Gear. Whatever they cook up will likely look and feel very different. But if there is one thing that I'm almost certain of, it's that Kojima's new game will place cinematic storytelling at the forefront, something else you can expect to return for this new game based on quotes from Yoji Shinkawa are memorable and lovable characters. He stated that he and Kojima have been working on a franchise that is beloved and has recognizable characters. But with this new game, he wants to go beyond that visually to make these characters more recognizable and more beloved. This is one of the key goals that Yoji Shinkawa has on the artistic side of things. The Metal Gear series features some of the most iconic, unique, and bizarre characters in all of gaming, in no small part due to Yoji Shinkawa's amazing work as an artist, so it'll be interesting to see what crazy and cool new designs he comes up with. Kojima also talked about the scale of the development environment, stating that he's thinking smaller scale, not too many people, and focusing on game creation first. In other words, I think it's safe to expect that Kojima's next game won't be the same magnitude as Phantom Pain, although that obviously doesn't mean that we won't see an extensive, bombastic, and most importantly, fun game. Now, Hideo Kojima did talk about expanding his horizons beyond games in the future, considering things like movies and animations, but he also emphasized that he will focus his attention on games first, as that's what people expect from him. It's only once he has established a new IP in games, something solid, that satisfies people, that he will consider making movies and videos. Not gonna lie, I'd be very curious to see what Kojima, an avid fan of cinema, can cook up in the film industry. On top of that, he added that he'd be very interested in reigniting a working partnership with Guillermo del Toro. While he still has no idea what they would work on, whether it be a game, a movie, or an anime, he does hope to create something with him one day. While he made no guarantees, Kojima stated that the two do discuss working together every now and then. Moving along the interview, Kojima talked about some of the advantages of forming the new Kojima Productions studio, stating that they'll have more agility, that they'll be able to do things that are more edgy, and preserving the quality they've had so far while at the same time finding new challenges and exploring new areas. Currently, confirmed members of the new Kojima Productions include Hideo Kojima, Yoji Shinkawa, and Kenichiro Imaizumi, who will act as director, lead artist, and producer respectively. Shinkawa in particular is said to be in charge of characters, concepts for the backgrounds, concepts for mechs, and more. The fact that we are already seeing the word mech thrown in there, and hell, the fact that Shinkawa is involved at all, further has me thinking that this new game will feature mechs and various sci-fi elements, but under a new guise. With this new venture, Shinkawa aims to accept challenges and do things he wasn't able to do before, and in turn, he aims to expand the things he does on a personal level. Going beyond is really at the core of the new Kojima Productions values, and this is emphasized in their kick-ass new logo. The logo's helmet is meant to look like a combination of a medieval knight helmet and an astronaut helmet, with the concept being that with new technology and pioneering spirit, they want to bring us to a new realm within the digital world. With us, they want to travel to a new realm which no one has gone to before. As for the skull, that's meant to represent us Homo sapiens, people of wisdom, but it's also meant to emphasize that we are Homo ludens, people who play, and so the overall concept behind the logo is that with new technology and pioneering spirit, we'll deliver play to a new world. Sounds deep and ambitious. I like it. The conversation then shifted back to their new game, particularly the game engine that they intend to use to create it. As of now, they're still discussing and analyzing what framework the team will use. Kojima's looking into both using an existing game engine or making a brand new one, stating that they'd have to do more research before reaching a verdict. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to both. Using an existing engine like Unreal Engine 4 would save a lot of time, and overall game development would be far less of a pain in the ass, as there are bound to be far less technical difficulties due to the fact that engines like Unreal Engine 4 have been perfected over a long period of time. But at the same time, established engines like these do come with the sacrifice of flexibility, as these engines are meant to be a jack of all trades but a master of none. Game engines built from the ground up, on the other hand, when done properly, can have amazing results, as they can be tailored around a specific concept and game, potentially resulting in a better and more polished product that looks and feels unique. But making game engines can take a very, very long time. I'm talking about years. If Kojima were to build a new game engine, I would expect his new game to ship a year or two later than it would have had he used something like Unreal Engine 4. But at the same time, the game may end up being better for it. So it's a matter of whether a game engine that'll meet Kojima's every need for his new game exists. If so, great. His new game will probably be released much earlier than it would have. If not, then Kojima will have to build a new engine and his new game will be out much later, although potentially better for it. It'll be interesting to see what they end up deciding upon. Now, the fact that they're still contemplating this decision tells me that this new game is very early in development. They've probably only got very general ideas and concepts for story and gameplay, but nothing solid. As a matter of fact, according to the video version of IGN's interview, they're still looking for offices somewhere in Tokyo and are still in the process of putting together manpower, so yeah, this game has a long way to go before it reaches any form of playability. Finally, after talking about concerns regarding Japanese console trends, which Kojima isn't worried about as he is aiming at a global market, both Kojima and Shinkawa expressed their gratitude to fans. Shinkawa had the following to say: "One thing that happened throughout this period, the voice of the fans, the people who expected a lot, they gave me courage, they made me feel really good. I felt really gratified having worked so hard in creating games and doing the art I create. I want to correspond to the fans, to get back to them, and I think working again with Mr. Kojima is a great way to do this." Then Kojima added the following: "I've been in this industry for 30 years, I turned 52 this year. I'm getting to a new start and I'm very confident. I'll keep creating games until the day I die. Rest assured, I am making more games, something more fun, something you haven't seen, and it would be great if I could count on the fans to support me on this." So there you have it, folks, all the new information that Kojima and Shinkawa shared about their new venture in the resurrected Kojima Productions. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts and theories about the future of Kojima Productions and their upcoming PlayStation 4 exclusive title. And to be further updated on gaming news, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out!